Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, text number 37. Na chasya kaschin nipunena dhatu avaiti jantu kamanisha vuti namani rupani manovachobhihi santanvato natacharyam ivajnaha. Synonyms: na, not, cha, and asya, of him, kaschit, anyone, nipunena, by dexterity, dhatuhu, of the creator, avaiti, can know, jantuhu, the living being, kamanishaha, with a poor fund of knowledge, utihi, activities of the Lord, namani, his names, rupani, his forms, manah vachobhi, by dint of mental speculation or deliverance of speeches, santanvataha, displaying, natacharyam, a dramatic action, iva, like, ajna, the foolish. Translation and purport by Shivanand by Chanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the foolish, with a poor fund of knowledge, cannot know the transcendental nature of the forms, names, and activities of the Lord, who is playing like an actor in a drama, nor can they express such things, neither in their speculations nor in their words. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. No one can properly describe the transcendental nature of the Absolute Truth. Therefore, it is said that he is beyond the expression of mind and speech. And yet, there are some men with a poor fund of knowledge who desire to understand the Absolute Truth by imperfect mental speculation and faulty description of his activities. To the layman, his activities, appearance and disappearance, his names, his forms, his paraphernalia, his personalities, and all things in relation with him are mysterious. There are two classes of materialists, namely the fruitive workers and the empiric philosophers. The fruitive workers have practically no information of the Absolute Truth, and the mental speculators, after being frustrated in fruitive activities, turn their faces towards the Absolute Truth and try to know him by mental speculation. And for all these men, the Absolute Truth is a mystery, as the jugglery of the magician is a mystery to children. Being deceived by the jugglery of the Supreme Being, the non-devotees, who may be very dexterous in fruitive work and mental speculation, are always in ignorance. With such limited knowledge, they are unable to penetrate into the mysterious region of transcendence. The mental speculators are a little more progressive than the gross materialists or the fruitive workers, but because they are also within the grip of illusion, they take it for granted that anything which has form, a name, and activities is but a product of material energy. For them, the Supreme Spirit is formless, nameless, and inactive, and because such mental speculators equalize the transcendental name and form of the Lord with mundane names and form, they are in fact in ignorance. With such a poor fund of knowledge, there is no access to the real nature of the Supreme Being. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is always in a transcendental position, even when he is within the material world. But ignorant men consider the Lord one of the great personalities of the world, and thus they are misled by the illusory energy. Text 38. Saveda dhatu padavim parasya duranta viryasya rathangapane yomayaya santatayānuvrttayam bhajeta tatpada saroja gandham. Synonyms: so he alone, Veda, can know, Dhatu, of the Creator, Padavim, glories, Parasya, of the transcendence, Duranta Viryasya of the greatly powerful, Rathangapane of Lord Krishna, who bears in his hand the wheel of a chariot, Yah, one who, Amayaya, without reservation, Santataya, without any gap, Anurutya, favorably, Bhajeta, renders service, Tatpada, of his feet, Saroja Gandham, fragrance of the lotus. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: only those who render unreserved, uninterrupted, favorable service onto the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna, who carries the wheel of the chariot in his hand, can know the Creator of the universe in his full glory, power, and transcendence. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Only the pure devotees can know the transcendental name, form, and activities of Lord Krishna due to their being completely freed from the reactions of fruitive work and mental speculation. The pure devotees have nothing to derive as personal profit from their unalloyed service to the Lord. They render incessant service to the Lord spontaneously, without any reservation. Everyone within the creation of the Lord is rendering service to the Lord indirectly or directly. No one is an exception to this law of the Lord. Those who are rendering service indirectly, being forced by the illusory agent of the Lord, are rendering service unto him unfavorably. But those who are rendering service unto him directly under the direction of his beloved agent are rendering service unto him favorably. Such favorable servitors are devotees of the Lord, and by the grace of the Lord they can enter into the mysterious region of transcendence by the mercy of the Lord. But the mental speculators remain in darkness all the time. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord himself guides the pure devotees toward the path of realization due to their constant engagement in the loving service of the Lord in spontaneous affection. That is the secret of entering into the kingdom of God. Fruitive activities and speculation are no qualifications for entering. Text 39. Ateha dhanya bhagavanta ittam yad vasudeve kila lokanathe kurvanti sarvatmakam atma bhavam nayatra bhuyah parivarta vugraham. Synonyms: atha, thus, iha, in this world, dhanyaha, successful, bhagavantaha, perfectly cognizant, ittam, such, yat, what, vasudeve, unto the personality of Godhead, akhila, all embracing, lokanadhe, unto the proprietor of all the universes, kurvanti, inspires, sarvatmakam, 100%, atma, spirit, bhavam, ecstasy, na, never, yatra, wherein, bhuyaha, again, parivartaha, repetition, ugraha, dreadful. Translation purport by students of Narayana Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: only by making such inquiries in this world can one be successful and perfectly cognizant. For such inquiries invoke transcendental ecstatic love unto the personality of Godhead, who is the proprietor of all the universes, and guarantee 10% immunity from the dreadful repetition of birth and death. Purport: the inquiries of the sages headed by Saunaka are herewith praised by Suta Goswami on the merit of their transcendental nature. As already concluded, only the devotees of the Lord can know him to a considerable extent, and no one else can know him at all. So the devotees are perfectly cognizant of all spiritual knowledge. The personality of Godhead is the last word in absolute truth. Impersonal Brahman and localized Paramatma, Supersoul, are included in the knowledge of the personality of Godhead. So one who knows the personality of Godhead can automatically know all about Him, His multipotencies and His expansions. So the devotees are congratulated as being all successful. A 100% devotee of the Lord is immune to the dreadful material miseries of repeated birth and death. Text 40. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Sammitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishihi Nisreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasti Ayanam Mahat. Synonyms. Idam, this Bhagavatam, book containing the narration of the personality of Godhead and his pure devotees. Nama, of the name. Puranam, supplementary to the Vedas. Brahma Sammitam, incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna. Uttama Shloka, of the personality of Godhead. Charitam, activities. Chakara, compiled. Bhagavan, incarnation of the personality of Godhead. Rishihi, Sri Vyasadeva. Nisreyasaya, for the ultimate good. Lokasya, of all people. Dhanyam, fully successful. Swasti Ayanam, all blissful. Mahat, all perfect. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Srila Vyasadeva, the incarnation of God. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people, and it is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. Purport. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared that Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless sound representation of all Vedic knowledge and history. There are selected histories of great devotees who are in direct contact with the personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of Lord Sri Krishna and is therefore non-different from him. Srimad Bhagavatam should be worshipped as respectfully as we worship the Lord. Thereby, we can derive the ultimate blessings of the Lord through its careful and patient study. As God is all light, all bliss, and all perfection, so also is Srimad Bhagavatam. We can have all the transcendental light of the Supreme Brahman Sri Krishna from the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, provided it is received through the medium of the transparent spiritual master. Lord Chaitanya's private secretary Srila Swarupa Damodar Goswami advised all intending visitors who came to see the Lord at Puri to make a study of the Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. Person Bhagavatam is the self-realized bona fide spiritual master, and through him only can one understand the lessons of Bhagavatam in order to receive the desired result. One can derive from the study of the Bhagavatam all benefits that are possible to be derived from the personal presence of the Lord. It carries with it all transcendental blessings of Lord Sri Krishna that we can expect from his personal contact.